Hello YouTube, Sam D. Sherman here, playing another one of the top format decks on the Runes and Rift ladder for a few games. So this time I've got the Best of Irelia deck from Hartford by Guubums. This list is very interesting. I played a little bit of Irelia before. I'm not an expert with it, but I have some experience. But this is quite a departure from what I would be expecting an Irelia deck to be like. So for starters, it only has 2 Stella Cornherder. In most of the discussions I've had about Irelia, it seems like the consensus is that this is kind of the best card in the deck and what the games are kind of about. So to see one of these get cut is very interesting. I'm not sure exactly what all the implications are of that. Hopefully I'll be able to figure that out during the games, but you can see there's 2 Kha'Zix and 2 Vex that are also taking up some 4-drop slots. So I think that's got to be at least part of the consideration. Yeah, so let's see. The general idea of this deck is, if you're not familiar, you want to use your pump spells, On Guard, Define Dance, and Discipline alongside your Irelia champion unit or some other units in order to basically hold battlefields by holding up your runes rather than by playing a bunch of might out onto the board. And this one also has an extra hidden unit here at Pike, which is going to help with that holding. If you can slam Pike down onto a battlefield for 0 energy, you get another 3 might, which is pretty nice. Yeah, I guess that's about it. So let's get to the games. All right, we're here for match 1 with Irelia. I've got a Fiora opponent, and it looks like I'm going second. So Tide Turner is pretty decent. Just a card I can play on turn 1. Gust sort of seems like it's probably not going to have many targets against my opponent's deck that's all about making their units mighty, so I kind of want to get rid of that. And then Ride the Wind is more of a card for later in the game, and I think I'm going to want all my pump spells. I definitely want to find like a 4-drop or an equipment, so I'm pretty sure I need to mull 2 cards out of this hand for sure. So yeah, that's my reasoning. All right, what does this defy target in my opponent's deck? Probably Hidden Blade is a card. Other than that, I think there might not be a ton of stuff. Maybe Sabotage would be another one. But they could have like Punch First or Repost that are spells that I can't hit with Defy. Okay, so they play the Fiora Worthy that can accelerate some of their stuff at some point. Oh, Challenge is a card they could have as well. So if I play this Irelia in my base and my opponent goes like BF Sword plus Challenge, it's going to be really bad for me. So I don't think I want to do that. So what I could do is score with Tide Turner, then play this Tide Turner, swap with the other Tide Turner, use Blade Dancer, and score the other side. And then that would score 2 points, but it'll leave a 2 on both battlefields, so my opponent could come and get it with a 3. I have it on guard to fight against that. But it's going to be a little costly in terms of development. I want to get this Pike going as well. So, I mean, one way I could do that is I could make the play with the Tide Turner and then also hide a Pike on one of the battlefields. And then they'll probably go to the one without the Pike. Sorry. Thinking. All right. I guess I'm just going to make a cowardly play and just develop my units and pass. I don't want to spend my runes so much. All right, set brawler. That's going to be something good to hit with star-crossed at some point. But I could get it reposted at some point, which would be pretty annoying. So there's some temptation to do it now. I mean, another way to deal with that would be to just kill it. So I wonder if they have punch first. So maybe I can go just send all three of these guys into here. Or I could go Irelia on guard. Then if I play the Irelia, then I'm vulnerable to punch first. Whereas if I play all three of these, they punch first, then I star-crossed. That's not so bad. I could, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Call to Glory. So their thing is a 7. I could defy that if I want. This could be a good moment to use defy. Let's do that. I could use the on guard instead, but I feel like getting a use out of this defy to do something significant is pretty valuable. Yeah, now they have punch first. So now they're going up to a 9. Bounce my Tide Turner, I think. So now I mean, kind of in danger. They can go set brawler. Ready it with Fiora. Spend the buff. Go here for 8. So one thing I could do is just play the Tide Turner here. Or hide it even. I think playing it is fine though. And then I can use the on guard to be at 8. Or I could probably better to just let my 2 Tide Turners get killed. And then kill the set next turn. Yeah, I don't really want to spend a rune to Blade Dance and score with the pike. Okay, they didn't want to do it. That makes sense. So now I want to develop a little bit. I think I need to play the Stellacorn. And then the question is, what do I do with it? I think I probably just leave it in base. I'm gonna just play the Stellacorn and the Guardian Angel and just leave everything in base, I think is what I want to do. And then I want to be the one to start attacking my opponent so that they lose some value. They can spend a rune to score this and retreat, which would be kind of annoying, but I can probably score 2 points pretty easily next turn if they don't leave something on the battlefield and can get Stellacorn and Irelia going. I'm not really loving the way this is going out, though. I feel like I've drawn too many units and not enough spells. Wouldn't mind drawing a Ride the Wind. That would let me get 3 cards off the Stellacorn cleanly. Maybe something like a Charm would be interesting. Although if my opponent has all that mana up, I probably don't want to do that. They have such a big amount of cards in hand. They really haven't played much this game. And they've been doing pretty well with just the set. Wow, this Demacian Diplomat. Wonder what XP card they have. Probably the 2 mana equipment that equips for 1 XP. Makes a lot of sense. I'm not sure if there's something else. Wow, okay. So I don't know if I should be scared of Hidden Blade. I feel like if I get Hidden Bladed and I draw 2 cards, I'm kind of fine with that. So let me start with this. Pass. All right, so I drew another Defy. That's good for Hidden Blade purposes. I believe I want to run away with this Stellacorn to not get eaten by set and draw another card. So let me do the notation my opponent was doing. Blade Dancer. Draw another card. Go here with the Tide Turner. Oh shit, okay. Hello, wait. Okay. Yeah, so now seems like I have to let this Tide Turner die, which kind of sucks. It's a shame my Blade Dancer is tapped. Maybe I played my cards in the wrong order here. I'm glad my opponent didn't go for the Rengar on my Stellacorn attack, though. That would have been kind of a disaster. So now I want to kill this Rengar, but it's definitely pretty annoying. I could use Guardian Angel plus On Guard to take it out. Or actually, I guess just Guardian Angel on Pike and On Guard the Pike would trade with it, and then I could score with a Tide Turner. I mean, I don't love using up the Guardian Angel like that, but seems like getting rid of Rengar is worth doing. Oh, I forgot about backline. So yeah, so I guess what I want to do is play this and equip Pike. So this is now 4, 5, 6, and then On Guard the Pike for another +1. This is now 7 to 6. Rengar dies. Tide Turner dies. I get a gold from Pike. And I get a card from Sunken Temple. And a point. There's a Boots. Boots is nice. So right now this Pike is a 4. It's gonna just die to set, but my opponent might well, probably they'll spend the buff and then go here. I won't have much to say about that. I think I want to play this Boots to set up my Irelia next turn, though. And I'm just going to not use the Pike right now. That's in my hand. One Defiant Dance would make this 6 and set 6 if they spend the buff. So they might have to worry about that. We'll see. I am still ahead on point tempo, which is good. And I feel like I'm going to need to keep that up for the rest of the game in order to have a good chance. Because I feel like my prospects of holding are a little tough against this opponent. Okay. So they're going to keep drawing cards at the monastery. And they're going to get to run their setback again. But my Pike is at least not getting taken down right this second. Okay, there it goes. Are you just gonna go 5 to 4? No, I mean, you might as well spend the buff, right? Set still gets the buff back. Yeah, that's fine. So this guy is stuck here now. They can draw a card with the Sunken Temple, which is fine, but I might be able to kill the set next turn. Okay, they have a hidden card. I assume that's Hidden Blade. Could be some other weird card like Facebreaker or something, but Hidden Blade makes a lot of sense. Charm is really nice. All right, so I think a big question is how to avoid getting owned by repost this turn. I think it's going to start with Stilicorn going to Monastery. This could be another Rengar. If it is, I don't really have much to say about it, unfortunately, but they'll be tapped out for the rest of the turn. I'll probably be able to make something happen. So how do you put the ability on this deck? Wish I knew that. Draw my card. Okay, so they do Rengar. So all right, now I'll draw my card. And I drew On Guard. That's nice. So okay, so I can, if I On Guard the Stellacorn, the Rengar just goes down. The Stellacorn will go back to my base, but I think I might as well use Irelia. Just go Irelia, Boots, go in here, and then charm the Brawler over. Yeah, okay. I guess they're gonna get a point though if I don't kill the Rengar right now. So let me think. So yeah, if they go to 6, that's gonna be pretty tough. So is it worth burning an On Guard just to stop them from getting a point, even though it doesn't do any material? I mean, I guess what I could do is use Irelia to go here instead, and then defy the Hidden Blade and charm the Fiora. I think that would be pretty nice. So, all right, let's do On Guard to trade. Oh. All right, sorry. Let me put this stuff back then. All right, so they have Call to Glory. So I can defy this. Rengar will be a 9. I think I should defy it, yeah. Then I'll have to do something with Charm. probably. So this is a trade. Okay, so I don't have many runes. Oh, I forgot I had a gold. All right, so now I go Irelia to Monastery with boots. Or I could even go Pike, score Monastery. Oh, I get a gold from Pike as well from that. So Pike can score Monastery. Then Irelia can just get played directly to Monastery. Equip the boots. She'll be a 7. I charm set over. And then I'm tapped out. Maybe I ready Irelia with Blade Dancer, and then I go boots over here and maybe hide a Pike somewhere. Seems like that could work. All right, let's do this. 5. Play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's, I guess, trying to figure out which color I want to use the gold for. I think I want to use it. Well, I probably want to recycle a green and a purple, I guess. So let's just use this to equip the boots, get +1, and use the Blade Dancer. Another +1. And then charm set Brawler to the Monastery. What is this? Okay. So that got hidden bladed. They draw. And I go over here, score to 6. And then I get another gold actually. Yeah, I'm going to guess hide the Pike with Irelia. I have no cards in hand, no mana up. It's going to be on this Stellacorn to do a lot of good work next turn. Don't know if it's possible. Maybe I should have hidden this over here to make it look like a tide turner. There's the equipment I was talking about. Okay. So this is I'll reveal this. These die. Get 4 gold. Probably not going to be too important. I'm A little bit of a Scrooge McDuck situation here. So now Fiora can come with the crook to clear one side or the other, but I definitely have enough might to take care of that. So they're going to need to play something useful from their hand. A set brawler would go a long way. That would... oh. Once each turn. Okay, sorry. I guess I'm not as rich as I thought, but I did get 2 this turn, 1 from each pike. That's not bad. Surely it's going to be enough gold for the rest of the game. Yeah, okay. They do have a set brawler. That's pretty good. I'm going to need to draw something useful. A pump spell. Basically a pump spell, yeah. Okay, this dies. And then Fiora can kill this side as well. And they'll have 5 on each, but that just means if I draw any pump spell, I win. Assuming they don't have a hidden blade to go with all of this. Though they might, because they've drawn a lot of cards this game. Oh, let's fucking go. All right. So punch first can still get me. Call to Glory could potentially get me. I guess Call to Glory means I should go to set first. So you can only go up to 7. I mean, maybe it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Let's equip the boots. Let's go here. Draw a card. Okay, so my opponent jumped the gun a little bit. They need to let me draw a card, and it's my action, but I don't care. So okay, so punch first resolves. Yeah, I can't stop that. Then set is 10. I can make it 7 to 8, which is not enough, so I just have to let this go. And then Stellacorn Herder. Equip boots and use Blade Dancer. And then I think I can't win at this point. But I guess I'm going to go here and find out. Yeah, it's not going to do it. Because I can kill the Fiora, but I can't pay 1 for the Blade Dancer and then ready my thing again. So GG. So starting player is me. All right. Starcross seems great. Switcheroo seems pretty good. Don't think I want Adaptatron. Maybe I should want it. They have probably a little bit of equipment, but not like that much. I only saw that crook thing, which is not even that much of an equipment because you can't really reuse it a lot. Abandon does work against repost, which is maybe worth having. Gust does not seem good. I don't think I want that. Not so fast also seems pretty bad. They have a lot of pump spells and not a ton of removal spells. Yeah, so I guess let's just leave it like this. And I'm going first. Oh, they switched to Fiora Peerless. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use that as a champion before. All right, so I have my Tide Turner. Charm. This would be good if they had Fiora worthy because I could kill that earlier in the game, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I should keep Starcrossed and mull the others trying to find some pump spells. Yeah, I mean, I need pump spells to function, and Starcross seems like just a good way to trade against Set Brawler, especially without Fiora worthy in the picture. Okay, this is interesting. So I can go conquer Targon's Peak and hide Pike there, but they can go in straight away with it before doing anything, and then their trigger will happen. Even though I can play my Pike in response, it won't be fast enough, so it'll be 6-5. So then I can use my discipline. But I could get owned a little bit for sure. The other option would be, I guess, play Pike in my base and just chill. That preserves a bunch of runes. I think not burning runes is pretty important. So I think I will just do this and chill. If they go in with Fiora, then I can go in with both my units and not get the trigger. And if they have Fiora worthy anyway, okay. Seems like they're probably not going to be able to score. I'm not sure what I should do on my next turn. Ooh, Defiant Dance is not a bad draw. So I think maybe send both of these to Targon's Peak and play Irelia on my base is pretty appealing. So what that would do is I'll have 3 mana up on their turn. So if some crazy bullshit happens, I can Starcross. Otherwise, I have both of these pump spells available. If there's a challenge, then I can respond to that pretty well. If they go in with Set Brawler, I have a pretty good response to that as well. So I'm gonna go here. assume they can't do anything. So I'll just play the rest of my turn, I guess. Even though they didn't give me the thumbs up. So 1, 2, 3. And pass. What if they go Fiora worthy here and pass? I can discipline my Tide Turner. Which is pretty nice. That would make it survive and the Fiora would die. Okay, so yeah, I think that's appealing. I'll draw from the discipline. I still have Defiant Dance. They could repost now. Okay. So punch first to be 8. Now, I could just let this go. Their thing will become mighty and they can run it away if they want. They don't have any orange left for challenge, so I don't need to worry about that. They could Cold a Week. That would be, I guess, kind of a surprising card for them to have, but it would definitely get me. Hold on, I'm thinking. So one option is I could Defiant Dance, pump my Pike, and shrink their Fiora and their base. And then they would be 8 to my 9. Oh, they could get an orange off their Grand Duelist. All right, I guess let's see what they get. Yeah, so I don't know. I think I should do this. I have a Stellacorn. If the Irelia dies, it's not like I can't possibly win. So let's pump Pike and shrink that thing. Okay, well that's a good punish for what I did, because now instead of shrinking their Fiora and having this be a trade, I just lose all my stuff. But they didn't use Fiora worthy to back this off, so I can at least go kill it next turn. Okay, that's not one of the cards I was afraid of. All right, this is a 5 now. Hidden Blade I can defy. Another Call to Glory would be annoying, but I can Guardian Angel the Irelia, and then I would be 7, so then I'll get over that. No problem. So, all right, I think I start with Guardian Angel then. Equip Irelia. It's a +2, and then bang. 7 to 3. 2 points. So now if I want, I can use Boots to score Sunken Temple. Irelia is going to be 5 on their turn. They have Fiora Peerless that can attack for 8. So I could also play Stellacorn and have Starcrossed up. I could also play Boots and then run away. It's going to cost me a lot of runes if I do that. I think I want to just get the Stellacorn in play and then see what they want to do on their turn. It's like kind of hard for them to go in here unless they have some good tricks, because like 1 Defiant Dance and then this is only a 2. My opponent is doing much worse on card economy this game than they were last game. They don't have the Monastery and the Set Brawler going. Salvage my GA? Oh my god. So I can defy this. If it gets reposted, it's my Irelia is dead, but I mean, I think I should just defy it because like the Starcross could get reposted anyways, so might as well save my GA. So now they're beating a Discipline or an On Guard here, so it's only Defiant Dance that they should really be scared of, but okay, they go for it. Unfortunately, I don't actually have it. Pretty reasonable play for them. Like if they feel like they're losing to what I'm doing, you might as well just go for it. I hope it works. Next turn I can send 2 5s into this though. Yeah, Piraki's fine. So what I'm going to do is Stellacorn here, and then Boots Stellacorn, and then both of them are 5. Now that obviously doesn't work against Call to Glory or Punch First or Rangar. Okay, nice, they're tapped out. So Call to Glory could get me, but I think that's a risk I'm willing to take. Oh, they're not tapped out. Hidden Blade could also get me. Let's. All right, so I get a point. And then, yeah, I'm going to do... Well, I drew Tide Turner, but I want to have 2 5s here. Sorry, this is on +1 from untapping. 1, 2, 3. Let's boost the Stellacorn. Ready the Stellacorn. And go here with 2 5s. Draw a card. So this is going to be 9 to 10. I mean, I think this is fine. I could Star-Crossed. But I'm just going to trade one of my things for their Fiora, and then I'll have Star-Crossed still available, which seems nice. Pass. Yeah, so this is 9. Okay, so Irelia's dead. All right, I conquer here. So now, let's see. I could ready Blade Dancer and then play Boots and come home. I don't think I want to do that. I think I would rather play Tide Turner and then draw a card that way. And then I'll have, wow, Ride the Wind. Okay. I'll have Star-Crossed up if they do something with Set Brawler. They're very low on cards, so... Oh. Okay, so that's a little annoying. I think... Let's see, if I let this go, then maybe they'll take Star-Crossed and then attack into Targon's Peak, and then I can Ride the Wind. I mean, maybe even just the Stellacorn into Targon's to defend it. That's a little risky for sure. Could also Ride the Wind over, Tide Turn over to the Sunken Temple. Or I could just Star-Cross now. And then I'm going to lose the Ride the Wind, which would be annoying. I think I just let it go. Okay, so they do take the Star-Crossed. Huh? Okay, I didn't think that set had a buff. Okay. Okay. Fine. I wish my opponent would have let me think about my move. I might have made a move that would lose to this Rengar. So it'd be nice if they would have chilled a little bit, but whatever. Here we are. So set is 5. So Herder goes here. I draw a card. I probably pay for another card. And then I ride the wind over here. And well, I need to play a little bit more might. So maybe I boots the Stellacorn, go here for 7. Then I'm 7. Yeah, they have no cards. This ought to be just fine. So I'll go here. Draw from Stellacorn. Score point. So I draw a card. I play boots. I'm going to conquer Targon's Peak. Yeah, I'll draw another card. Then, yeah, I'll go boots. 1, 2, 3. Go here for 7. Draw. Conquer. I can leave up 2 ride the winds in case they draw reposts. Yeah, it seems good. Go. All right, sure. Can't stop that. So if their card is repost, then if I on guard and it gets countered, that's fine. I just won't ride the wind. Hello? All right. Okay, that was yeah, a little annoying, but yeah, here we are. Okay, so the sideboarding got reset, but that's fine. I think it was like this. And yeah, I didn't see any more equipment from them. So I don't think I want the Adaptatron still. Yeah, it seems like the rest of this stuff is fine. Let's just keep going. And this game I get the Abandoned Hall, so hopefully that'll be good for me. Okay, they have Fiora Peerless again. All right, so no unit this time. Defy hits salvage, which they might use on my boots, which would be pretty annoying. I kind of feel like I need a unit. Maybe I just do this and yeah, just hope to find something so I don't have to play the boots on turn 1. Okay, looks like I'm probably going to be playing the boots. If it gets salvaged, it gets salvaged. Okay, I drew a backup boots. That's kind of nice. They drew Fiora worthy again. Okay. All right, so what I can do now is I could either just like take another turn to develop, or I could go kind of ham with like Stellacorn, equip boots, ready at go to Abandoned Hall. If they punch first, I have On Guard and I still win the fight. Oh no, I guess they get +1 from Abandoned Hall too, so that would be a tie. But it's going to cost me 1,000,000 runes. I don't really want to do that, so I think I would rather develop one of my units. I think all three of them are kind of reasonable to play. But I think the Stellacorn is the best one to start with. And then I'll just chill. I feel like some shit's going to go down next turn. I don't know exactly what it's going to be. But I really want to kill this Fiora worthy. Need to be a little careful of Rengar. Oh, okay. I guess I'm not going to get to kill anything. That's a little annoying. Wow, this is tough. I don't know what the path forward is here in this game. I really would like to move my Stellacorn. So I guess one option is like maybe Stellacorn goes. I guess let's say Stellacorn goes to Abandoned Hall. Then I play Vex to Abandoned Hall, equip the boots to the Stellacorn, gank over here. I draw 1,000,000 cards, and then I have 3 runes up. 2 of them are going to want to use Switcheroo on whichever side Fiora Peerless goes to, I think. Although it's not actually that big right now. And then I have an On Guard as well. That seems like it might be a decent turn. I could definitely lose to some cards. But I don't know. Let's start doing stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Vex. Equip boots. Ready Stellacorn. Go over here. Draw a card. Conquer. Draw a card. Yeah, so I could hide the Switcheroo, which would give me the ability to play 2 pump spells on the other side. So I mean, that could be nice. So yeah, let's say I hide it to the abandoned hall. Then like Fiora goes here, I switcheroo 6 to 4. Or 7 to 4, I guess. It's kind of okay. I mean, I definitely could get owned here, but it also lets me keep Starcrossed up, which is nice. I think I will just hide it. I feel like I'm losing this game, though. If my opponent can come up with something good this turn, I'm going to be in trouble. If they're worried about this being a tide turner, it's going to be pretty tricky for them to play around that, because they'll have to make a pretty decent commitment to attack the Stellacorn in order to have it get swapped for a tide turner, which would be worth quite a lot to me. They could like, I don't know, send 2 3s here into the Vex, but it just loses too badly to Discipline or On Guard or whatever. Shepherd's Heirloom, Fiora, and now hopefully this goes into the Vex. Okay. So you get pumped. See if they have repost here. Yeah, they do. Okay, so all right, so they're gonna make this a 12, which is too much for me to take down. Oh, no, they're just gonna target the first mate. Okay, so they're gonna make it. I guess it's gonna get 1 from this, so it's gonna be 11, and then it's still too much for me. So yeah, so I can Starcross the Fiora and something, but it seems like it doesn't really work because I'll be left with just a 5 sitting on a battlefield waiting to get killed by first mate. So I think I just have to let this go. Which kind of makes me think my play wasn't very good, but we'll see. So what I don't want to see is them to just go in for 10 here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So it doesn't really help me to play pump spells. I could try to rescue my Stellacorn, but I think probably I need to just rely on the Irelia for the rest of this game. Just kill these two. Seems like this turn really did not work out very well for me. Wow. So I could defy this, but I think I'd rather just have the rune. My cards are all kind of similar. They can take On Guard is probably my best card, but I don't feel like it's worth protecting that with Defy when I want to go like Irelia, equip, go into Seat of Power. I take Discipline. That also makes sense. Oh. Okay, well that doesn't... Wait, can I beat the Fiora if I go Irelia, equip boots? It's 8 on guard. Over here it would be, yeah, bigger than Fiora, but I would lose to Punch First or Hidden Blade. So yeah, I think I need to just try to chill for one more turn. Go here. Okay, 3. And then, yeah, I just, oops, just pass the turn. Next turn, I can go to the abandoned hall, play some stuff, and then maybe charm this Fiora. They have all 3 Fioras. That's nice. What is this? Sea Monkey with a buff. Okay. So I hold the 4. I've drawn a unit, which is good for Fiora Peerless purposes. This is +1. It's also good for Starcross purposes. So I can just go over to Abandoned Hall, play Boots, equip, charm whatever thing I want to kill, and then maybe hide Tide Turner. I won't have Starcrossed up if I do that. If I wanted to have Starcrossed up, I would need to On Guard instead of playing Boots, I think. Like On Guard, Charm, hide Tide Turner, and then I have Starcrossed up. I think that might be worth it. means my thing is lower might on their turn. And then like I'm gonna have to Starcross probably. Not in love with that. Could just charm this and then plan to Starcross the Fiora Peerless, or maybe even Starcross Fiora Peerless now. I could also, I guess, Starcross Fiora Victorious and charm Fiora Peerless now. Does that work? This is 7. I'll get +2 from Starcross and +2 from charm. That does seem like it works. So Tide Turner, 2, 3, Starcrossed, Tide Turner, and this one. +2. And then charm this, another +2. 10 to 11. Kill that. And now, do I hide Tide Turner? Is there a point? I kind of don't want to. Okay, so I have Starcross that can deal with this set brawler. Oh, okay, guess not. Too bad. All right, I'm dead. Hiding Tide Turner would have been able to trade this, but I think that would also not make me win the game. All right. Unfortunate loss. I'm sure I could have played that better. There was definitely a lot of decisions to make. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see you next time for match number 2. Okay, we're here for match 2 with Irelia. This time I have a Diana opponent, and I have managed to not play my Abandoned Hall in the same game as their Abandoned Hall, so I get 2 Abandoned Hall games. Hopefully that will propel me to victory. All right, so I'm not exactly sure what matters in this matchup, but I have to imagine I need to mulligan 2 cards out of this hand, find some units. I could use Charm to deal with Diana, but it's not very good against Sway. I think I would rather just keep both pump spells. And yeah, with Abandoned Hall, probably make something work there. And I've got a Tide Turner, which I will just play. Okay, they play Diana, so I can score with Tide Turner. But I would have to leave up mana, I think. And I think I'd rather just develop this Vex. Could get Moonfall here, but it's not like that big a deal. All right, they play Hui. So now if I want to rumble with Hui, I mean, I probably do have the tools to beat Hui in combat. If that combat is on Abandoned Hall. So I could go Vex to the Abandoned Hall, Tide Turner over here, score 2 points. And then just pass. I don't want to play the Irelia though. So if I were to do that, I would probably just play Irelia and then don't attack at all. And then I have a Defy to stop Moonfall. Yeah, I think I do this because then that's going to make it a lot more annoying for them to attack over my other units when I do go in with them. All right, finally some action is happening. I'm going to ask this player how to do this. Yeah, you score, but can you tell me how to do that? Shift T, okay. Add effect. All right, cool. All right, so they have a star-crossed and they're trying to flash these guys away. So if I defy the flash, then the star-crossed is gonna be available, but I could abandon it if they do it on my turn. So I think I just do defy this and then, okay. Unfortunate. Okay, charm is something. Maybe I can kill Hui with that. It's a little annoying because I want to go to the Sunken Temple with Irelia, but if I'm gonna charm Hui, probably needs to be an Abandoned Hall. Let's start with that, and then yeah, just see what develops. Discard a unit. So play is now 8. I will discipline my Irelia. So what do they have? Another flash? Ride the wind, perhaps? No matter what they have, this abandon is going to be worse than hard bargain against it. Yeah, so, okay, this is interesting. Oh, to base, okay. So I need to just abandon this if I want to kill the Hui. Guardian Angel. Can't make use of it right now. But I can... Yeah, maybe I just keep it. It seems like it could be fine. And then I'll score with Vex, and then I'll have some action to defend against whatever they have. And maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. This Guardian Angel's kind of bad against Star-Crossed. Maybe I should just get rid of it. Does seem like if I can untap from here, then I might be in okay shape. My opponent's hand is huge, though. If they play another way, it's like pretty annoying. I know they have a Ride the Wind in hand as well, so they could go like way Ride the Wind. But if they do that, they're tapped very low, and I can, I guess, win combat on either side, probably. Oh, also I have Vex, so that doesn't even work. Okay, so they're setting up something with Star-Crossed. Moonfall Vex over here. So it's going to be 4-4. Um, so Star-Crossed is their last available trick. So if I go Defiant Dance, Vex, Shrink, Diana, then both of my units are 4s and the Diana is a 2. Which seems like it ought to be enough. So I'd probably just do that. I'll do it now because I want the abandoned hall to go on. Sorry, I want to be able to on guard Vex if this gets countered. So let's do on this. Let's do on this. And then move over. I pass. Oh, they gave up. Holy crap. All right. I guess they just don't have any units, and they're doomed. But sorry, I want to enable sideboard. Okay. All right. So versus Diana. Surely Vex Cheerless is good here. Switcheroo is good against Sway, probably. Starcrossed is also good against Sway, but not very good against anything else. Gust is kind of good against Diana, but not that good. I don't know if Gust is good. Not so fast seems good. That can stop Moonfall. Yeah, so I don't know about these anti-Hui cards, but maybe I should. I feel like Gust probably doesn't do enough. My guess. Abandon. God, I mean, it's just really not a very good card. It's like kind of okay against Moonfall or Starcrossed, especially if they use it on a deflect unit. I'm going second. I could maybe take out a 2-drop, but all my 2-drops are good. I think maybe I just don't want these anti-Hui cards. Yeah, I'll try it like this. I don't know. So I'm going second. I want Abandoned Hall. I have a Pike for turn 1. A Guardian Angel is nice. Charm and On Guard are kind of both also nice. Maybe I just full keep here. Yeah, let's play Pike. I could like play Guardian Angel and try to threaten to use Irelia next turn, but that seems like kind of risky. I know my opponent has at least one acceptable losses because they played it last, or they discarded it last game. Okay, that seems about right. Ooh, Kha'Zix is an interesting draw. So maybe I could go Pike to Abandon Hall and then plan to play Kha'Zix, or I could go Pike to Targon's Peak, then play Guardian Angel untap 2 and still have Kha'Zix up. That seems pretty nice to me. Let's go here. Score. Play Guardian Angel, tap 2, pass. Definitely have a good selection of tricks here. Oh, Vex Cheerless. Okay, so the score with Pike worked out pretty well. I got 2 points and didn't give up any material. So now with the Vex Cheerless in the base, what can I do? I mean, I could just go for a big charm play, but it's definitely very scary to do so. I think what I want to do is just go back to my base, play Irelia, equip Guardian Angel, and just wait. Next turn, if they keep not doing anything, I can use Ride the Wind to score another 2 points. That's fine. Starcrossed, pretty annoying. That definitely means I'm not going to try to do any Ride the Wind shenanigans this turn. Okay, that's pretty brave. But they do have a handful of tricks, probably. Okay, I think I'm going to go here with both. And then if they Starcross my Irelia, I will play Kha'Zix. Oh. Okay. I pass again. Stupefy the Irelia. So now 4-4, the Irelia might die. Interesting. So I could on guard the Irelia, or I could ride the wind to either other location. If I ride the wind Irelia to Abandoned Hall, she will become an 8. And then I could also on guard the Pike. But the Starcross is still looming. So I think I just on guard Irelia now. And sorry, let me think if I want to use Blade Dancer, because that would allow me to back out afterwards. But yeah, I think probably Starcross is just going to happen next, so this is fine. Okay, so they just let it go. Okay, so I can go Boots, Irelia, untap it. It will be 8. Go over to Abandoned Hall. Seems unappealing to do that. And yeah, they still have the Starcross, so another option is I could just GA, equip it to the Irelia, and pass. That seems like probably what I should do. Now we're in this like hold race. We both have very scary battlefields. One of us is going to have to, do something at some point. My opponent's the one who is behind in points right now. But it's pretty easy for them to make a move given the Star-Crossed and the Vex Cheerless. So I definitely need to find a spot to get something going here at some point. Definitely would like to have more pump spells than I do. Also, it would be nice if I was the one on Abandoned Hall and they're the one on Targon's Peak, but oh, sorry, I should get a gold from the Pike. Let me just grab that. All right, getting the merchant going. Tide Turner discarded. That could have been used at some point to swing Vex Cheerless around, but definitely not. This is not the moment for it, so makes sense. Wonder if I should charm Vex Cheerless to their base, maybe. Oh god. All right, so I hold to 4, but I've got some problems now. This untapped. So potentially I could like charm Hui. They will probably star-crossed Irelia, or well, they might just discard a unit and then pass. And then I don't really have a good response to that. I mean, I just let it trade with the GA, I guess. So they have 10 over here. It'd be really nice if I had actually a Defy to deal with the Star-Crossed, but I do not. Could just like boots, equip Irelia, go in for 9 and just pass. See what they do. They'll probably Star-Crossed Irelia. And then, well, then I could replay Irelia, equip both, and she would be pretty big. Yeah, I mean, it's not a perfect plan because they would have Vex Cheerless up again. Okay, sorry, this is complicated. I do kind of like forcing them to do something. I could also just like redevelop in my base and pass after that. Let's just use this gold. Two. And then do I move Pike home first? Probably do, in case the Vex wants to escape with Ride the Wind. There's no way this Pike is... Oh wait, actually the Pike... Sorry, Pike being here is good because I can get a gold from this thing. Yeah, so I guess I just leave Pike there. Alright, let's go. Pass. This gives another Diana trigger too, which is a little annoying. Hard bargain, okay. I really like that they're revealing the cards in their hand that they hit off Diana. That's definitely makes the game less annoying to play. Okay, flash. That is really annoying. Okay. Alright, so I do get a conquer point. I get a gold. And now I can charm. Let's say I charm Vex. Irelia will be enormous. They'll have to Starcross. I mean, I guess I could charm Way, and then they can't Starcross because they don't have mana for it. That actually sounds pretty nice. They could ride the wind. In which case I could ride the wind over to chase them. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be 11 after charm. So ride the wind would make it 13. That'll be big enough. All right, so let's leave Pike there then, because I'm not scared of ride the wind. Okay. That's not a terrible exchange. Then I'm going to move Pike back. And what do I do with this Irelia? Oh, I could have readied it with the Blade Dancer. I probably should have done that. All right, I think I'll just leave it like this, though. This is definitely pretty intimidating for them to go into, even with the Vex. I mean, with the Starcross, it's not so bad. They can maybe go Diana here first and then Starcross Diana if some shit happens, but they're going to need to like do some stuff to make me have to do some stuff. So that's kind of nice. And I have the Guardian Angel to back me up. I have the Kha'Zix to back me up. So I'm feeling all right about my position. I feel like the way the game started, where we both chilled for a little while. Oh wait, that was last game. This game started with me scoring 2 points with Pike unopposed. That was very good. But I was gonna say like the fact that I have all these runes is really helping me a lot. Like we haven't had any huge uh, exchanges right this game. Like my opponent had an opportunity to like get into kind of a fight with when I went in here, and they just decided to flash away and draw their card with Diana, and I didn't really have to do a whole lot of stuff. Not that I have a ton of stuff to actually do. But yeah, like if like I I didn't use Blade Dancer very much. This is fine. I'm not going to fight over this. Another hard bargain, okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. Go down to -2. Dex is +1, so that's 6 to 5. So if I want, I could play Kha'Zix, and then they will star-cross Irelia, and Kha'Zix will die, because this will be 7. So it's not great, but it does get through the star-cross, which has been a very annoying card for me. And then I have a lot of stuff I can do next turn. The alternative is I just let Irelia go back to my base, maybe regroup and try to do something with Kha'Zix next turn, but I think I'd rather just get through the Starcross right now, actually. Yep. So this will be, yeah, Irelia and Diana. That's fine. This goes through. I'm gonna reveal that because my opponent's doing revealing stuff. And then this guy is just dead. So Raven Bloom student, okay. So Defy is, well, it's not great. They have a lot of hard bargains. So yeah, I mean it's gonna be a question of how much might can I actually get onto the abandoned hall here, and without having a bunch of spells worth casting, it's gonna be kind of tough. So I could go Irelia and Boots, equip everything to Irelia. That'll be 13 after I ready her. And then I could even throw the Pike in the mix if I want. So one option would be I could use my last rune to ready Blade Dancer after I conquer Targon's Peak. And then I could equip a Boots to the Pike and go in with both Irelia and Pike. And I'll have 16 might, I think, if I counted correctly. Oh no, it'd be 15 because I don't use a Boots on Irelia that way. And then my opponent has 7 here. One Moonfall would get them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more, so 13. I don't know. That seems like a bit of a risk. think I would rather just stay ahead on points and try not to get into a big fight here. One, two, three, four, five. And equip this gold. Guardian Angel. And can play the boots. And I'll just pass. Now my opponent is they have to worry about me getting to 8 next turn, so it's gonna be tough for them to leave the abandoned hall and try to threaten Targon's Peak. So that's kind of nice. And then I can just unload whatever I have with Irelia next turn. I'll be able to resolve my Ride the Wind through the hard bargains as well, which is kind of nice. That's going to be another plus maybe 4. They have a Fizz, they can bounce Irelia. And maybe replay it and Moonfall Pike. That would be a decent turn for them. Although if they're not careful, I could sneak in to Targon's with Ride the Wind and score. They could flash with Fizz away from the abandoned hall and then go to Targon's Peak that way. And then maybe do a Moonfall play after that. I guess they could go, if they have Fizz, they could go Fizz Star-Crossed Irelia, then replay Fizz, replay Flash, then go over here. That would be tough for me. Okay. Oh, maybe I should have defied this. So if I defy, they will maybe hard bargain for 4, and then they won't be able to replay Fizz. So that's like pretty good. Yeah, I think I just defy. This seems good. Okay, so they just let the Defy go. That makes sense. And then Vex Apathetic. Okay, so I hold to 7. Now what? I have another Star-Crossed. I mean, I drew Not So Fast. That's pretty big. So I can just like, this is bigger. Double equip Irelia. I mean, I have the Guardian Angel trick now, so what that does is it kind of doubles her effective might. So I can equip the boots, go in for however much, just trade a bunch of shit, and then target her with Ride the Wind or Blade Dancer, even if it gets countered, and then kind of blast off. So yeah, let's just do this. So this is 12. Let's go here and pass. So I counter this with Not So Fast. Maybe they hard bargain, get some pumps. Maybe they have something else, but either way, I have, I mean, a huge, yeah, I think this is just going to be enough. All right, I guess that's it. That was a pretty good good showing for Irelia. I feel like yeah, I mean my deck performed pretty well. I mean this Vex Cheerless was a little tough, but I was able to just make it awkward enough for them to not really be able to make great use of it. And yeah, this Not So Fast coming off the top was pretty clutch. Yeah, so all right. Thanks for watching match 2. I'll be back for match 3. All right. I'm here for match 3. I've got a Draven opponent this time, and I'm going first. Real Sam D. Sherman, yes, of course. Nobody would dare impersonate me. All right. I think Defy is not very good. I don't know exactly what Draven decks play these days, but they tend to have a lot of cards like Falling Star and Rebuke and stuff that don't get defied. And then do I just keep all 3 of these? I feel like they're all pretty good. Okay, we got a Charm as well. No 2-drop. Maybe I should have mulliganed another card because of that, but I think it maybe is fine. 2-drops don't seem that good against Draven. Probably Noxus Hopeful is the best thing they can do here. They only have Overzealous Fan though. Okay, I drew another Defy. I mean, I think Stellacorn is what I want to get going first here. Definitely have the tools to back it up right now, and if I can get it going, then it's gonna bring me lots and lots of cards. All right, they're gonna Falling Star. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So that's obviously gonna set them way back in development. Probably that means my next turn is gonna just be Vex in my base and pass. this? Rek'Sai. Ooh, okay, so I drew Scuttle Crab that I can play next to the Vex. That seems good. I think I will do that. And there's a Gust. Maybe that'll come in handy later. But yeah, right now I just want to develop my units, and then I want to get into a fight with all my runes open. Okay. Right, so now seems like I probably want to Discipline Vex, Conquer Sunken Temple, and then Charm Darius. That seems like a pretty efficient use of resources here. And then I don't know whether I'm going to go with the Scuttle Crab to score the other side or not. Definitely want to go here and draw a card. Tide Turner is interesting. That can go with the Scuttle Crab. Would make defending a little bit more likely. I could discard my other Scuttle Crab. Don't really want to play it, I don't think. Then I would be able to hold both on board, and I'd have Gust, Defy, and or Abandon. I can't play all of those, but I can play many of them together to back up Defiant Dance if I need to. Yeah, it seems like this play is going to be fine. So I'll do this. Discard Scuttle Crab. There's Pike. Wow. So now I kind of want to hide both. Just really, really fight for. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I want to be like that so that Vex can go to the other side if she needs to. All right, pass. Um, so definitely got Spinning Axe to watch out for. I can Gust in response to that. Which seems kind of nice. Yeah, I think I just leave the Pike hidden. Yeah, so now I think I just gust the overzealous fan. Now they can equip Rek'Sai and go for 7. If they do that, I will Defiant Dance and pray that they don't have another Spinning Axe. They do have another Spinning Axe. Yeah, that's tough. Yep, nothing I can really do about this. I can reveal the pike now so that I can move it back next turn. I probably should do that. Alright, let's reveal pike. These guys die. I get to see these 3 cards. Alright, so now we're both very low on runes. These 2 cards are horrible right now. And my opponent has no spells. So that's pretty unfortunate. If I could draw another Defiant Dance, I could go Irelia, Defiant Dance, Rek'Sai, and then I think that's enough to kill it, which I would love to do, but they'll probably play an Overzealous Fan with it anyways. Why does my opponent have so many points? Oh, they scored with the fan and then held with it. Maybe I shouldn't have played the way I did because I got owned so bad by a second Spinning Axe, but eh. If I knew what was going to happen, probably the play was just reveal Tide Turner and pass, gust the fan, and then I have Vex and Pike over here. Then I don't know what they would do, but that almost works. But not quite. I'm gonna need to draw some cards that do something, I think. Charm. All right, so if I can draw a pump spell, then I can charm the Rek'Sai, and I'm in great shape. Because that's going to kill all their Spinning Axes. I mean, great might be still a bit of an overstatement, but seems like that's something I need to accomplish. So I'm going to start with going here for pay, draw a card, boots. Okay, so I go boots, equip Irelia, untap. That puts her to 9. Rek'Sai attacks as a 10. So it doesn't quite work. I can go back, then ride the wind. She would go up to 11, and then I charm. That seems like it sort of works. So let's say I just go boots, equip, go to Zonwarren's. Then she's at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then if I draw like discipline or something, I'll be happy I did it that way. Or GA. GA would be really good. If I use Ride the Wind now, then she goes only up to 7. So I need to, yeah, I'd probably need to draw something good, and it would be kind of annoying to get her to the right threshold. So let's do that. Okay, go over here. 5, discard. Probably defy. Stellacorn. Okay. That is not great. So she's at 9. If I ride the wind plus charm, I can kill the Sai and have Irelia be back in my base, but my opponent's going to be able to score to 6, but I think that's kind of fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't see really what else I can do, so. Send her back over here. And then Charm Rek'Sai. And then I'm pretty sure I have to go back with this, because otherwise it's going to die. The hand is unfortunately still terrible. Sack Tech is fine. Could have defied that if I had kept the defy, but I'm not sure I would have wanted to. Maybe I should want to, though. How am I going to deal with this Draven? It's going to be a 9. They can just slam it next to Overzealous Fan or something. I'm just going to have to draw a pump spell, really, is what it comes down to. Okay, Defiant Dance. That's great. So I guess now the thing to watch out for is they're going to accelerate Draven with the Rek'Sai. All right, but I don't know what I can really do about this. So I think I just go here and hope it works. Oh man, they have Spinning Axe number 3. That's not the card I was hoping to see. Okay, it's Rebuke. Switcheroo, wow. Hold on. So they want to make it 7-4. Then I can use my Defiant Dance to win combat, but I will have used up my Defiant Dance. If I abandon the switcheroo, I'll get to use the abandon, which is pretty nice. And then, like, certainly they can't afford to switcheroo again right now, but that will be an annoying card for them to use next turn. But I think it's worth abandoning. The Defiant Dance seems like maybe a better card to have than abandon. Alright, so I get to look at my top card. On guard. Yes, that seems good. Wow, they did it again. Okay, so 7-4. And then I just Defiant Dance. Yeah. So 6-5. Score a point. I pay 1 to draw my on guard. And then just go here, I guess. Go here. 7. Oh. Surely that's going to be enough to win the game. So 7-6, I just on guard. They did have Spinning Axe. Or maybe they just drew it. They would have used that last turn, it would have been bad for me. Alright, so against Draven. Switcheroo could address the Draven Showboat at some point. That seems sort of worth having. Starcross kind of a similar card, but they also have Ferris Forerunner, so I'm definitely going to want Starcross. Adaptatron, don't think that's very good. It only kills Spinning Axe, which I can just kill by winning combat. Gust and Not So Fast are both reasonable. They've got Falling Star, Switcheroo, Rebuke, and then I guess I just cut Abandon and Defy. Although Abandon ended up being okay that game. It just destroys three of their lands. But yeah, it's a little goofy. Not sure about Gust. I feel like it's okay sometimes, but not always great. But seems like having non-combat ways to get rid of their stuff is useful, given what their legend does. All right, Arena's Greatest. 2 Defiant Dance, a Discipline, and a Charm. These cards are all quite strong. But I kind of need a unit. I think maybe I get rid of Charm and keep the rest of these. They're such good cards, especially when I have Abandon Hall. I mean, like 2 Defiant Dance is going to take a while before I end up using them both, but all right, I'll get rid of one. I don't know. That's a tough one. Having a Defiant Dance at the bottom of my deck right now is pretty annoying because that's definitely one of my best cards, but yeah. I think think I play this pike and then try to score with it. The pike has been kind of nice. Maybe more Irelia decks should play it. I don't know. It's a little confusing. All right, so this is definitely scary. But I do have some pump spells. I think I probably play the Scuttle Crab, and then next turn I can use the Scuttle Crab to bring Kha'Zix in if the Vex is not an issue. Maybe that's a big if, but do this and then I could just ride the wind to get some points right now. I feel like using my pump spells makes sense. I don't know, hard to say. The spike is going to be very large on this abandoned hall. Okay, so if I use Discipline, I won't have Ride the Wind up. If I use Defiant Dance, I have to recycle a rune. I think I'd rather just use Discipline. And then whatever happens, happens. This gets +3 because of Abandoned Hall. Draw a card. So if they Spinning Axe the Vex, then I could Defiant Dance targeting the Vex or targeting the Tide Turner. Oh, Cleave, Jesus. That's even better than Spinning Axe. Yeah. Sure, that resolves. So now it's 8-6. Defiant Dance will give me +5. So then one Spinning Axe will not win them the combat. So I think I do Defiant Dance. I'm going to recycle one of these greens. I don't have any green cards. Oh god, if they have Stack Deck and Spinning Axe, I'm totally screwed here. Let's hope they're digging for Spinning Axe and they don't find it. No, they have it. Ugh. All right. That's going to be tough. So I can play Kha'Zix or I can play Irelia. I mean, I think I actually want to play Kha'Zix because Kha'Zix can get pretty large with all these Ride the Winds. I guess the same is true of Irelia, though. Yeah, maybe it is just better to play Irelia. That is a lot of might. I think I'm going to need my opponent to make some mistakes to have a chance this game. But, I mean, I'll do what I can. So I've got a rally at the Bannon Hall. I don't know what they're going to do about it exactly. Could just play Kha'Zix somewhere right now so it's not stunned. But I kind of like really need them to just go like Tide Turner here and maybe Noxus Hopeful here, and then I just play Kha'Zix and it gets bigger, and then I can maybe Ride the Wind. Because if I just play Kha'Zix, they're not going to trigger it, and it's not going to really do very much for me. So I'll just optimistically pass. Oh my god. Alright, so now I have an opportunity to play Kha'Zix. I could also on guard Irelia. I can put her up to 9. With Kha'Zix, it's 13. Could even gust the Scuttle Crab, and then it would be 15, so Irelia would be 11. That means the only way to get through... Well, they could just... Yeah, they could send Draven and Vex. Actually, they could score the Arena's Greatest, then send Draven and Vex. That would be 16, so that's not even gonna work. I think I'm just gonna give up. Alright. Alright, same cards, I guess. And let's just hope that things go better for me this time. Okay, I think I want to just keep the 2 pump spells again. Not so fast seems like something I don't want until turn 5 or 6. Same with Ride the Wind. Okay, I got some units. I'll play one of them. Score Targon's Peak, play Stellacorn, and pass with 2 runes open. Seems pretty nice. They do have Noxus Hopeful, though. Potentially, I could hide a Tide Turner to go along with that. Or I could just not score. But then I'm going to get Falling Starred. I don't really like that. So I think I will just do the play I said. If they have it, they have it. Okay, cleave is not so bad. They do get to draw a card, but I get to do some Stellacorn shenanigans now. This is really interesting, Rockfall Path. I feel like they probably, I mean, maybe my opponent's not running Ferris Forerunner. We haven't seen one yet, but Ferris Forerunner really likes to get played to a battlefield. So it's a kind of an interesting card to run with that. Noxus Opal for 8 might here. So, and it protects against Kha'Zix. Yeah, pretty annoying. Alright, let's just do this. Shift T. Okay. I said okay. So, score a point. And then I mean, Tide Turner plus Kha'Zix makes some sense here. Another card. There's a charm. I don't know. Maybe I can make use of that next turn. But yeah, I think I just develop this Kha'Zix. Kind of my only way to make good use of my mana. I could have gone like GA plus Defiant Dance on the Stellacorn, spend a bunch of runes, try to go in here, but my opponent's got mana open. Yeah, it's really not very appealing to go for a big fight right there. Like, I still have all this other stuff to develop. Darius, okay. So we are now ahead on points, which is quite good. Starcross is a nice draw. I would like to make a charm play on the Darius, but it's definitely a little dangerous. If they go Spinning Axe, I have a pretty good response to it, though. They go Ride the Wind. Then I'm going to wish that I was doing this at the Targon's Peak and not the Rockfall Path, so I think that means Kha'Zix goes to Rockfall Path, Tide Turner goes back, Charm Darius. Then, no, first Stellacorn goes here. Yeah, let's do this first, and then this way I can play Kha'Zix here if they Ride the Wind. Vex is not bad. All right, let's just do this charm. Darius to Rockfall Path. All right, it just happens. Okay, so I could play Vex somewhere. Maybe with a Stellacorn. Or maybe in my base. Playing it with the Stelcorn turns off On Guard, which is a little awkward. Yeah, or I could just not play it. I mean, I should play something to use my Targon's mana. It could be G. That would be totally reasonable. I mean, I kind of like playing the Vex. Just a little awkward. What am I going to do if two Noxus Hopefuls come here? I guess if I play Vex in my base, I could do Defiant Dance On Guard. Or I could do On Guard Kha'Zix. No, I can't do that. That's On Guard Kha'Zix is too much mana. Okay, I think I'm just going to play the GA. I feel like the Vex is an overcommitment. Maybe I should have equipped the GA even. All right, so if I want to keep my Stellacorn, then probably what I need to do is bounce the Tide Turner and one of the Noxus Hopefuls and On Guard the Herder. Which is definitely not great. Another option is I could go On Guard the Herder plus play Kha'Zix to Targons. And then let them take Rockfall Path. Kind of like the Star-Crossed On Guard angle more. Oh, I guess I could just Star-Cross the Herder away, actually. That seems better. I can save my On Guard for a rainy day. All right, so okay, one option is just go back with Kha'Zix, equip Guardian Angel, and go to Targon's Peak for 7. I mean, that's a pretty good option. I could play Irelia on my base. Or I could play the Irelia and send that to Targon's. I think I like doing it with the Kha'Zix more. I'd rather just have everybody in my base when I'm going to be at 6 points. So let's do this. Hide this. Hide this. Equip GA and ready. Go here. Points. And then we conquered Targon's Peak. Seems like just play Irelia is pretty reasonable. So I can just let it kill the Bryn here. Yeah, it seems like I just do that. They get a card, but I don't have to use double on guard to kill one Noxus Hopeful. That seems like kind of a waste. Does sort of seem like I'm gonna end this game without having used these on guard. So maybe I should have been using them a little bit more aggressively earlier. Like on the Starcross turn, I could have bounced Tide Turner and played the on guard. Okay, Vex, sure. They're tapped out. Oh, they have 2 from Targons. Okay, that's a little annoying. So I could go Irelia plus on guard kills Vex and Noxus Hopeful. And then Tide Turner scores Rockfall Path. And then Kha'Zix plus the other Kha'Zix murders this Draven pretty well. So that seems kind of nice. All right, let me start with Tide Turner, I think. See if they want to do some kind of ride the wind shenanigans. And then let's go here. Play 1 on guard. Okay. Go here, play this. Bump these both by 2. Oop. All right, they're dead. Okay, not bad. I feel like, yeah, this video was off to a rocky start, but I think the power of the Irelia deck came out in the last couple of matches, and yeah, it's definitely able to do some really strong plays. Still not sure how I feel about the cutting a Stellacorn, but I mean, the Kha'Zixes and the Vexes seem pretty reasonable too. Like, I don't know, there's just a lot of good cards you can play on this deck. So, yeah, pretty interesting build and really hard deck to play. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, thanks for watching.